I've got a lot to talk to you about in this video, so we're going to be covering Blissey and Snorlax, not only how to catch them, but also why they are extremely overpowered in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, the reason that these Pokemon are so good is because they have so much HP and they have self-healing techniques. So why does that matter? Because one of the main things that you find yourself doing in this game is battling and trying to catch alpha Pokemon. And if you've done it, you might be familiar with this scenario. You get the alpha Pokemon low enough, and now you have 4 Pokemon left because it already knocked out 2, let's say. And now you get 4 Pokeball throws, and then all your Pokemon have fainted because it one-taps every single one of your Pokemon. But not so fast. If you have a Blissey or a Snorlax, ideally a Blissey, but even the Snorlax, and they're leveled up reasonably at all, they will be able to tank the alpha Pokemon's damage and not get one-tapped, which then allows them to use moves like Rest or Soft Boiled, or whatever it's called, in order to heal themselves. So let's take a look in here. The thing about Blissey in particular, Blissey is going to be your go-to for Pokemon that do special damage, because not only does Blissey have a lot of HP in this game, Blissey also has an absurd amount of special defense, which is kind of crazy. So if you're fighting a Pokemon that you think has no physical hitting moves, you can throw out your Blissey and it'll be able to tank multiple hits for you. Not only that, but Blissey also has Soft Boiled and Rest that it can use in order to, heal itself, and then you can just keep throwing Pokeballs. And if the Pokemon's weak enough, like if you're fighting an alpha Pokemon that's like level 30 and your Blissey's level 70, then Blissey's never going to die, and you can throw 20 Pokeballs in a row and just every now and then stop throwing Pokeballs to pop a Rest or a Soft Boiled and then keep throwing. So, even in other scenarios, say you're fighting a Pokemon and you're trying to use Pokeballs and it's going to take 10 throws to catch the stupid thing, even your normal Pokemon, even if they're leveled, they're still going to die in like 2 hits to an alpha, but not the Blissey. The other one is Snorlax. Same thing, it has Rest. But the difference between Snorlax and Blissey is Snorlax has a little bit less HP. This Snorlax is 45, this Blissey's 70. So, Snorlax is going to get more HP. He'll have like almost 400 when the Blissey has 500. He's like, close behind. But the difference is that the Snorlax has more normal defense than the Blissey. So by the time the Snorlax is level 70, he's probably going to have, 130, 135, 40 normal defense compared to the Blissey's 50. So if you're fighting a Pokemon that does only has physical attacking moves, Snorlax is the play. And honestly, if it has both, if it's going to do a lot of both, then Snorlax is also the play, because Snorlax has a reasonable amount of special defense as well. And so your Snorlax will be able to tank the damage for you while you just throw Pokeballs. So let's go through this one step at a time. I'm going to show you where and how to catch a Snorlax and a Blissey in this game. Then after I show you how to get those, where to get those, I'm going to show you what I mean about how they can just absorb damage for you while you throw Pokeballs. So for these Pokemon, we are going to be heading over to the Obsidian Fieldlands. There is south of Aspiration Hill, right where my cursor is, you'll find a Snorlax right in here, and you'll find the Blissey over here, both as alphas. And the Blissey, there's a bunch of Machokes that you can catch to fight them both. So really, the easiest way to do this, if you don't already have Pokemon higher level, if you're newer to the game and you only have level 20, 30, 40 Pokemon, whatever, is to catch the Machokes. Let me show you how to get there, and then I already have the Machoke, but I'll show you. Then I'll show you the Blissey, the Snorlax. So let's get right to it. So once you go to the Obsidian Fieldlands, you're going to want to fast travel to the Grand Tree Arena. This will be the closest fast travel to the Machokes and the Blissey. You're immediately going to head back. You're just going to follow this path. It'll take you all the way up towards the mountain, the waterfall, and then you're going to have to take the little shortcut up. There's actually a way to get up on the other side too, but this side is easier. Which I wish I would have realized when I made a video about farming Blisseys. So you can jump up right here and get in. You also find Hapinis here. But you can just throw Pokeballs at the Machokes, and then you don't even worry about it. Whether you catch them or not doesn't even matter. Just throw Pokeballs and go. And go all the way over to the other side down here and do the same thing to the Machokes down here and just go back and forth until you catch one. You'll generally catch one like 1 out of 5 Pokeball throws. But down here is the Blissey. And once you have a Machoke, you'll be able to... You can hit in the back to catch it unaware, although I messed that up. And your Machoke won't listen to you if your rank's not high enough, but sooner or later you'll get lucky or get unlucky and get Hyper Beamed. Oh my god, Machoke avoided. So sooner or later you'll get lucky. You can just use a close combat. If your Machoke doesn't have it equipped, go equip it. You should have it. And you'll just use a normal close combat, and it'll take away most of the Blissey's HP. and he won't obey like that a lot of the times. But either way, I'm going to skip ahead. You get the Blissey's HP low using close combat, and then you can just sit here and try to capture it. It's a grind, honestly, to get one of these. Sooner or later, you'll get the Blissey like this. You can always just run and revive your Machoke and then come back into it over and over again until you get a good RNG cycle. And then, obviously, you're going to throw Pokeballs. I don't need to tell you to catch Pokemon. You know, use the best one. You got a Great Ball, Pokeball, whatever. Try to catch the Blissey. This thing's not so bad. I actually caught it with a Pokeball before when his health was red. So it's apparently not the absolute worst thing to catch. But yeah, you get the idea. You know how to fight a Blissey. Just get the Machoke, and Machoke's the play for getting the Blissey low and capturing it. So for the Snorlax, you're going to go to the Fieldlands camp, the first camp you ever unlock in this game, and you're going to just run over this way and follow the river. Follow the river in the direction that I'm heading. And the Snorlax is, what, about 20 seconds away or something like that? Now, Snorlax is a little different. For some reason, Snorlax seems surprisingly more difficult to catch than the level 62 Blissey. Even though the Snorlax is... Oh my god, there's a Pichu. Hold on, I gotta stop the recording and catch a Pichu. Okay, sorry about that. I had to catch that Pichu. Alright, so Snorlax is over here. Now, there's actually a really easy trick to catch him. No, well, sort of to catch him. First off, I put away my revive. I'm going to grab my revive and come back. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, everything's right. I got my choke healed now. So, simple trick for this. Just let him be mad. And then stand here until he does a certain attack, and then you get a back attack. So you just wait, walk to the side, he'll miss, and then you throw the Pokeballs back, and you can catch him unaware. It makes everything so much easier. And then it's going to be the same thing as the other one, although, depending on the level of your Machoke, you may have to hit him with a Mach Punch, if your Machoke will even listen to you. And because close combat may just one-tap him. So you'll have to kind of play around with it and figure it out for yourself. But you get the idea, the exact same thing as with the Blissey. And then sooner or later, you'll get the Snorlax low like this, and you're going to be chucking Pokeballs at it. Preferably Great Balls or Ultra Balls, whatever the best thing you have. Pokeballs really suck for catching a Snorlax. But you get the point. Now you know where the Snorlax is, and now you know where the Blissey are. Now, once you have them, what does that mean? Well, I'll show you. So this is one of the scenarios you'll find yourself in. You're up against an alpha Pokemon. It knocked out one of your Pokemon, and then you pull out the Blissey. Now, just for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to waste a turn so you can see what I mean about Blissey can just absorb damage like it's nothing. Depending on what type of moves they use, because Blissey does not have normal defense. Although this Rapidash seems dead set on Hypnosis, which is a weird thing for a Rapidash to have. Double Edge. That's something. Blissey's actually weak to Double Edge, because it's a normal physical type of thing. And you can see there, it only did... what was that? Not even 200 damage to the Blissey. So I could have easily, if it wouldn't have, Double Edge has recoil, so the Rapidash knocked itself out, unfortunately. But if it was not a move that had recoil, it would have hit Blissey. I could have thrown a Pokeball. It would hit Blissey again, and then I could have had Blissey use Rest or Soft Boil or whatever, probably Rest, and then I could have thrown a Pokeball, throw another Pokeball, and then use, Soft Boil, and just kind of repeat. So once your Blissey is a high enough level above the other one, Blissey is the ultimate Pokemon to just absorb damage while you throw Pokeballs. So there you have it. That's not only how to get a Blissey, how to get a Snorlax, but also why these two Pokemon are so OP for catching other Pokemon. Like, in their own way, they are the best Pokemon in this entire game because of that utility that they add. So you can just sit there and just mindlessly throw Pokeballs at a weakened Pokemon forever and not have to worry about it knocking out your Pokemon and using items and that type of stuff. The self-recovery is great. The HP is great. There's all-around totally OP Pokemon for catching other Pokemon in Pokemon Legends Arceus.